On Thursday's live eviction episode of Big Brother 24, former cop and private chef Nicole Layog became the latest houseguest evicted. Nicole was sent home in a 9-1 vote, with the only person voting to keep her being Daniel Durston, an Elvis impersonator and Nicole's closest ally in the game. Nicole came into Big Brother to play for her mother, who is battling cancer. Nicole's eviction comes a week after another close ally, Amira Jones, was blindsided by the other side of the house and was evicted. Nicole played an intense Big Brother game, laying relatively low the first week, while Daniel was the hoe. Still, she was brought into the Pose Pack alliance with Amira, Monty Taylor, Alyssa Snyder, Kyle Kapaner, and Michael Bruner. She became a much more vocal player in the following weeks, having a significant hand in some decisions. Nicole had offered to go up as a nominee the last 2 weeks to get out Taylor Hale, her festy bestie and a target of bullying in the house from multiple houseguests, including Nicole. Nicole and Taylor were sitting on the block after the veto meeting, and Nicole was very confident she was going to stay until she finally figured out that she was the target. In an exit interview with You, Nicole reflected on her Big Brother experience and touched on the house's treatment of Taylor. When reflecting on people targeting Taylor, Nicole said she was pushing for Taylor to not be any sort of target and claimed they got along well initially. Nicole claimed that she apologized to Taylor in the last few days of being in the house. Nicole said she absolutely regrets the outburst that she and Daniel had on Taylor after Taylor was comforting her after she came out of the diary room crying. Nicole admitted that she thought she was safe most of the week, saying she had a whole grand plan to keep herself in the game. She said it was difficult to believe she was safe because she did not believe a single word that came out of Monty's mouth, who was the hoe who came up with the plan to send her home. When asked who she was rooting for, Nicole said she wanted Michael to win because he is a fierce competitor. Nicole seems to be aware of some of her wrongdoings in the Big Brother house in terms of gamma play and the treatment of Taylor. While there is no evidence from the live feeds that Nicole did issue an apology to Taylor, it's possible, though unlikely given how Nicole acted in the house, that it happened when they were off. Big Brother 24 has been an entertaining season with blind sides left and right and new alliances forming weekly. Nicole brought toxicity to the Big Brother house with her attitude and intimidation, so hopefully the house becomes a more positive atmosphere for the houseguests. Source: You.